Hello guys, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses Redux, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to our BooKoo challenge run. So, I am recording this directly after the last episode. I was way too excited to take on Mai and get some winged beasts into the deck, and I figured that we can do that. You know, we can't really change much on the deck at the moment anyway, so it will be fine for me to just dive right into the duel and hopefully get us some winged beasts out of it if we are able to take on Mai. So I did get us a fourth Lamoon, like I said at the end of the last episode. So I got us a fourth Lamoon. It did level our Lamoon up to a first lieutenant as well. So Lamoon is in the deck. I took out, what did I take out? Something not great. Let me just have a look. So I took out a Lucky Trinket. We don't really use it for any fusions. It's really weak and we're not going to need to be reducing any dark monsters anytime soon. If anything, that's just going to be detrimental to us, you know, and our dark elves, and yeah, it's just not going to work out. So, immediately, I'm just going to drop a save, make sure that we got all of that written, and we're going to head into the myth, the legend that is Margaret Mai Beaufort. So Mai could potentially be a lot of trouble for us. Once we hopefully get some winged beasts in the deck and we get Spirit of the Books going, this will be a fairly easy duel to grind, I think. So yeah, we can immediately start with... Don't really have many options. So what we'll do is we'll just throw down a Final Flame as a bit of bait to see what she has. Maybe try and draw her onto the Wasteland. What the... Okay, so she's thrown out 2 junk cards, so this is definitely a monster. It can't be too strong, I guess, but she does have reduced summoning cost, right? So increased movement and level cost reduction for summoning same type. So whatever that is a 5-star or below. So she's thrown out a Takuhi and a Faith Bird. So whatever it is Wing Beast and female. So we're looking at Harpy Lady with 1,400 plus 1,000 is 2,400, which is more than what we can handle. So that's a great start. So maybe we just try and lure her out. I'll pop Mystical Sand onto the Wasteland. Maybe we can lure her into attacking that. Oh, Maya's going to be rough, isn't she? And she has Mirror Wall, which is something to worry about too, so yeah. So we can make a Dark Elf in the meantime. So we're going to want to make it, but we're going to want to protect it until we can get our Black Pendant. So let's do that. Like, if we can get that Harpy Lady to attack off of the mountain terrain, then 2,400 into 2,600 will be okay. So yeah, so let's do that for now. Leave our Mystical Sand right there. But I don't know if she's going to move that Harpy Lady forward. Okay, so Harpy Lady's going to strengthen the Harpy's pet dragon that is now bearing down on us. So yeah, so we really need to... So Harpy Lady strengthens about 300, correct? Yeah, so that's a 2,300 Harpies pet dragon, currently at 2,800. So we can send a Curse Breaker forward to one of these. We might have to. I don't really know what play we want to do here. So that Harpy Lady is just chilling in attack mode. In defense mode, sorry. We need to make space again. Just do this for now. We might want to start moving our mystical sand across to its left so that we can use that maybe to take out the Harpies pet dragon. Because the problem is if she summons more Harpy ladies, that's going to be an issue for us as well. We do have invisible wire too. So let's just lure this thing into attacking. We'll pop BooKoo into defense and then it can attack directly into that. I don't think we really have any earth monsters to stun her either. Voila, I've put in... who did we win from Tristan? I don't remember who it was, but we did win an earth card from Tristan and I did put her into the deck, so yeah. So either he attacks in on this normal terrain. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay, to be fair. So let's just leave it like this. We're going to let her come and attack in on us as much as possible. Okay, so Harpy's pet dragon with 2,300. So we are going to want pet dragon to attack in on this mystical sand. We can also curse break it and just take it out with mystical sand. So I think we wanted to attack this mystical sand because then it's going to drop. It's going to be taken up by mystical sand. So yeah, so we want to do that. So let's stay exactly where we are. Hopefully he's going to attack down into. So Harpy's pet dragon will attack down into this, and then yeah. That should be what happens. So I don't want to do too much and ruin that. So let's see. Cool. So Harpy's pet dragon will attack into mystical sand. Oh, of course, mystical sand is earth. What am I talking about? So we do have earth monsters to stun. Okay, so we're going to just want to... Oh, I could have moved 2 spaces. That's fine. We're going to want to entice her into attacking us. So possibly we just throw Lamoon down in face-up defense mode. And she should then attack into us. Maybe we move Mystical Sand forward just as a bit of a decoy as well, to try and entice her into bringing these monsters down. Okay, so Harpy Lady does not want to move. So what we might have to do is bring it within attack range. Oh, maximum monsters on the field. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of one of these monsters sometime soon. Okay, let's just chill like this. So she's not summoning anything, so technically we could just run out this duel, but I don't want to win the duel that way. That just feels super cheap. So yeah, so let's just remove this Lamoon. Remove this BooKoo rather. Keep Mystical Sand there. Maybe just pop another in defense mode. Yeah, so she's just not willing to attack us at this point. And to be fair, I don't really have too much that I want to attack in on her with. I mean, maybe we send a Dark Elf just forward to kind of scope out the scene. We don't really have much that we can do. We can just use this Coast Breaker, I guess, and reduce that Harpy Lady. Okay, Okay, cool. So that is a 1,800 Harpy lady, so we can definitely deal with that. So maybe what we do is try and entice her into attacking Mystical Sand for basically maximum life point damage. So we'll move our deck leader to here and move Lamoon out of that range, so she will hopefully attack down into that. And we'll just hope that that's a thing. Either that or she's going to come charging for our deck leader. Hopefully she doesn't put Harpy Lady into defense. Okay, which she does. I mean, we should be able to trick her into... Okay, what is this? Okay, Droll Bird. That's perfectly fine. Cool, so 900 points of life point damage to Droll Bird. We are spellbound, which sucks. But it's fine. We weren't really going to attack in too much on that. So maybe what we do is we want to do life point damage to this Harpy Lady, so we just move Mystical Sand forward. We have got 5 monsters on the field, and I don't really want to waste our Invisible Wire. It's going to be a bit of a trump card if we do need it. So yeah, maybe we do this. We'll put Mystical Sand into defense, just sort of bait her into thinking that, you know, things are fine. She can attack that. Okay, so whatever that is has been power increased. We'll check what the power increase card is. Okay, so 300 points of damage thanks to our Mystical Sand. I'm really enjoying this. Like, we're having to be really tactical about how we play our cards, which is always a lot of fun. Okay, so let's bring Mystical Sand back down here. I guess we just keep moving our Dark Elf around. We don't really have that much that we can... Let's maybe advance our Lamoons. Like, again, we don't want to take damage, but we also want to entice her into attacking us. So yeah, so maybe we just do this. Okay, so Harpy Lady Sisters. So we are going to take 450 life points worth of damage, but that is fine because that has now activated without a pet dragon on the field. Okay, so we're going to want to keep enticing our Harpy Lady Sisters down so that they attack into... or that they can basically move off of the mountain terrain. Or do we just use our Invisible Wire? Or is it a waste to use that right now? I mean, Harpy Lady Sisters are one of her stronger monsters. So maybe we just entice her into attacking that. But there is a... I don't know. Because she does have a power increased monster on the field, so it might be more worth it for us to use Invisible Wire on that. It might be stronger. We can deal with Harpy Lady Sisters, but that relies on her attacking onto the wasteland terrain. And we can deal with Harpy Lady Sisters if we draw Dark Pendants and create a Dark Elf. So I think we just stay as is and just let Harpy Lady Sisters work their way down. We can just put Invisible Wire on the field in any case, I guess. Just to free up some space in our hand. Okay, so she's going to run over her own Harpy Lady Sisters. That's fine by me. No complaints from my side. So whatever this is the strengthened card. We do have copycats as well, so again, I think it's this is going to be our themed play, but if we can get Cyber Shield, then we can strengthen up a Dark Elf, if we get our Black Pendant, to 3,000 attack, which will be insane. That'll be awesome. So So yeah, so I think we do that. We can leave Lamoon in that spot for right now. Summon a different weak monster in defense. We want to keep hold of Dark Spellcasters so we can create Dark Elf. So yeah, so let's just drop down Aldine. So none of our other monsters are attacking in any case, so let's do this. So I mean, what we might be able to do, I wonder, is that we might be able to entice her to use her Harpy Lady. Okay. So that's also a problem, but what I was going to say is that maybe we'll be able to entice her to attack in on a Wasteland Square and then still have... basically entice her to attack Sailor Moon on the Wasteland Square because she would then be close to our deck leader and then be able to attack in on that with Mystical Sand. So, let's move our deck leader into the corner. Bring Lamoon across. We don't want to suffer life point damage, so Aldine is going to stay in defense mode. Okay, and we do have our black pendants, so at this point we just need... Hang on, give me a moment. Alright, I am back. So if you hear barking in the background occasionally, it's my dog. She has these moments whenever anyone's walking past the yard, like she goes crazy and barks and thinks that she's basically chasing them away. So if you do hear that, or if there's, you know, if you hear that and there's a cut or anything, it's because she's been on a rampage. She's been on a roll again. So maybe what we do is we want to free up space so that we can get a Celtic Guardian. So you see, I don't know if she would then move Invisible Wire, or if she would move within range of Invisible Wire. So maybe we just move that there for now. I can then play a Spellcaster. Either play a Spellcaster or we'll just put Lamoon in defense. Because we basically want to be able to get Mystical Sand to be able to be strong enough to take these Harpy Lady Sisters out. So we'll do this for now. Basically stall her as much as we can while we get our 3000 attack Dark Elf out on the field. Okay, so what we want, we're playing fairly dangerously here, but we want her to attack in on this Lamoon so that Mystical Sand can then take her out. Okay, cool. So we can summon our Dark Elf, which is awesome. Okay, so we might only need one turn, basically. So we've got to make sure that we do this right, though. Okay, so whatever this is, Invisible Wire is probably going to take that out. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. Either we do that or we let Harpy Lady Sisters get taken up by Invisible Wire. Either way, this needs to save us somehow. Because we need... Okay, maybe we play the safe so that Dark Elf doesn't get destroyed. We lay down Copycat. So that we can then summon the Cyber Shield. So that that is then able to strengthen our Dark Elf on the next turn. Yeah, so let's stay like this. Let's hope that she takes this route and attacks the Lamoon. As opposed, well, attacks this Lamoon as opposed to attacking that Lamoon, because then our Mystical Sand can take care of her. Cool. We need to deal with that bird face as well. Cool, so she has taken the route that I was hoping she was going to. Okay, so whatever this is too strong for Invisible Wire. Okay, that is crazy. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do on this turn. Okay, so we're gonna have to go Mystical Sand, take out Harpy Lady Sisters. We're probably gonna have to run over one of our Mystical Sands so that we can summon our Dark Elf over here, entice Harpy Lady Sisters into attacking that so that she destroys herself. That is gonna have to be the way that we do this. So Mystical Sand can deal with Harpy Lady Sisters. Okay, 350 life points worth of damage. Like I said, we are going to have to run over one Mystical Sand. That just is what it is, because we need to deal with this Harpy Lady Sisters that is bearing down on us currently. So, like I said, we've got our Black Pendant. So, Celtic Guardian, Saggy the Dark Clown, Black Pendant. Should they make us Dark Elf with 2,500 attack? And Cyber Shield should then work on Dark Elf. Yes, it does. So that then makes us a 3,000 attack Dark Elf. So if her Harpy Lady Sisters attack directly into that, I'm going to move Lamoon so that she doesn't have the thought to try and attack in on that, as opposed to the Dark Elf. And I guess we just leave our Mystical Sand where it is. So hopefully this works out. Like I said, we need to get rid of Birdface. Alright, perfect. So Harpy Lady Sisters attacks in on Dark Elf. Dark Elf is going to get spellbound, but that's fine. We can take this as slow as we need. I'm also scared to attack in on anything because she does have Mirror Wall. So that is also something to watch out for. Okay, so I mean, possibly I'm going to use Magical Labyrinth just because it might make a normal tile somewhere near to her that we can play on. So it's worth a shot. So I think I'm just going to play that. Magical Labyrinth. Okay, where is it going to take from? Okay, cool. So that's a decent spot, because it gives us one extra tile to play on that is not mountain. Also, because we have Winged Egg of New Life in the deck, we should be able to summon a Dark Witch, which will have a decent amount of attack on the mountain terrain. So that's also worth looking at. So yeah, we may as well pop up Lamoon, get a little bit more experience. I want to keep Mystical Sand back here, just as a bit of a fail-safe in case we need to drop back. It can deter her and help us to... Okay, so she's actually moved Birdface. Damn, I wish we were a little bit closer so that we were able to... deal with that. So this is probably a Harpy Lady Sisters. So we actually need to get rid of Birdface super fast. Okay, so we can make actually we really need to get rid of that Birdface. I don't know what kind of play we want to do here. So we can move in here. Let's slow down whatever that is that she's just fused. Let me just check her graveyard quickly. Okay, so that is a Harpy Lady Sisters. So that's going to be 1,950 attack, but of course strengthen on mountain is 2,450. We don't have anything that can deal with that. The issue comes in that as soon as Birdface goes into defense, we're in trouble. So maybe we play Curtain of the Dark Ones, because if we can spellbind her, I guess. So when that flips up, it spellbinds Harpy Ladies. This is a tough one. I don't know what play we go for here? Because we're basically going to have to get rid of Birdface before Dark Elf is strong enough to take out those Harpy Lady Sisters. Or we need to get Harpy Lady Sisters onto here for our third Mystical Sand to take out. So let's just skip the turn. Either that or we need Birdface to attack in on... Okay, no, so Birdface will go into defense. Okay, and she's going to Monster Reborn something. I'm hoping that's not a Harpy's Pet Dragon, because then we are in real trouble. Okay, cool. So that has been spellbound, which should give us time to summon something that can hopefully take out Birdface. It's going to take seriously long for... Yeah, I don't know what we do here. It's going to take long for Dark Elf to get across, like to where we need it to be. Okay, so that is spellbound for literally one turn. So I mean, what we can do is summon Dark Witch and just attack in on whatever that card is. So possibly we do that. We'll just put Curtain of the Dark Ones into defense, because we don't have anything that's going to power up our Dark Witch, unfortunately. And we don't have strong spellcasters that are not dark. So yeah, we need to make room yet again. Okay, so this should make Dark Witch, which is not going to be strong enough to take on Birdface, but hopefully is strong enough to take on whatever this is. Okay, it's not. So Monstrous Bird. Okay, I think we're going to have to pull back here. I don't think we really have much of a choice. So maybe we pull back and we go for the Mystical Sand strat. We're going to have to try and get Dark Elf around while still... because we have to get rid of Birdface. So we need to get Dark Elf around while not letting that Harpy Ladies attack it. Okay, so Call of the Haunted. It's not going to help us in this duel. What do we do is the question. Because we don't have anything strong enough to take on that Birdface. So yeah, Call of the Haunted is no help. Necrogull is going to be no help. So we get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Pop Lamoon into defense. We're going to move our deck leader back to try and get Dark Elf around while still enticing this Harpy Lady Sisters to attack Curtains of the Dark Ones. Do we just activate Muya and Curry? Maybe we do. So 200 life points. Maybe it's the difference between us winning or losing, potentially. Okay, so she's not really advancing in on anything besides with Harpy Lady Sisters. So I'm going to move Dark Elf forward. Aha! Okay, make Mole Zombie. This is actually going to help us. I'm worried about if we put this in defense. I don't know if she's going to have something that is going to switch it. So let's test her with Lamoon so she doesn't. So we can... Yeah, that's a little tip if you guys didn't know. So I'm worried that she has like Shadow of Eyes or something. I don't know if she has it in her deck, but I was worried about Mekmel Zombie switching to attack and then we're basically done for. So you can test that with a different card on the field. Like Lamoon was already in defense, but simply by pressing X twice on that, it then essentially it would trigger that trap card. So yeah, so let's do Mekmel Zombie in defense. because then we will be able to take out Harpy Lady Sisters. Okay, cool. So that will be incredible, because Harpy Lady Sisters will then be 2,250, and we can take that on. Because then it becomes super, super weak. So actually, I was looking at Harpy Lady's attack now. I was able to take it on with Dark Elf, which I didn't realize until I saw that it has 2,750. I thought it had 3,250 for some reason. But yeah, so we're in a decent position here. So Harpy Lady Sisters, the zombie, 1,450. So we can actually just move Dark Elf in this way, so we can get rid of Birdface straight away. So Harpy Lady Sisters possibly is going to move into defense, which we don't want to happen. So we can just make another Dark Elf. We obviously want to do as much life point damage as possible, but also I'm worried that she just puts that into defense mode. Okay, so 550 life points worth of damage. And we're slowly whittling her down, slowly but surely. Yes, the main thing that we have to do is get rid of that Birdface. I'm worried about that being a trap behind Birdface. So I might attack in on that with, you know, even if it's just this Book of Secret Arts, just to make sure that it's, you know, not a trap. It's nothing that we can really summon at this point. We can throw out a bunch of junk, I guess. But we don't have that many cards to begin with, so maybe we just hold on to what we have. Because yeah, basically we need to take that Birdface out. So let's move Dark Elf off to one side. We'll move ahead. Move that Dark Elf there. And then on the next turn we'll summon Book of Secret Arts there, attack into Birdface, just to make sure that neither of these are trap cards. I mean, this I don't believe will be, but you know what I mean. Safety first. Safety first. Okay, cool. So let's move forward. Drop down Book of Secret Arts. Okay, cool. So no traps around. I just realized a potential flaw with this plan, because that might attack directly into us. Okay, so we might take life point damage here. Okay, so we are going to take 1,400 points of life point damage. But this does also mean that we don't have to attack Birdface. We can just attack Drollbird, right? Or do we want Birdface in the slots? And we don't have anything that can take on Drollbird in any case. So I think we just take this duel while we can, because if we do that, that's 1,600 points worth of damage, and she's then done for. Amazing. Awesome. Cool. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Lamoon wins. Lamoon should get a promotion. I hope so. Dark Elf gets a promotion. Mystical Sand gets a promotion. Lamoon doesn't get a promotion, interesting enough. So yeah, so we actually need to go for these winged beasts that are in the graveyard. So I'm gonna aim for those. Again, who knows how well that's gonna go. I mean, Harpy Lady will work as well. So yeah, so we can get Harpy Lady. We want to ideally get 3 different winged beasts if we can. So we'll just get Harpy Lady instead. And then I don't know what I was thinking there. I was looking at circle and then press square, but yeah, anyway. So, okay, well we'll get a lucky 3 in a row, guys. So I think that this 3 in a row is gonna give us Harpy Lady Sisters. I think it is a set 3 in a row. I mean, the one time that we don't want a 3 in a row and it happens, it's absolutely insane. So Harpy Lady. Oh, okay, so we'll get Harpy's Feather Duster. Okay, so Harpy Lady Sisters gives Harpy's, or Harpy Ladies give Harpy's Feather Duster. I think it has possibly a chance to give Harpy Lady Sisters as well. I'm not actually sure, but cool. So Harpy's Feather Duster is actually not, that's not too bad, to be honest. So I'm going to have a look at the deck, but I'm sure we can fit that in. It should help with like getting rid of some pesky spell cards. Cool, awesome, guys. We got a 3 in a row when we weren't trying for a 3 in a row. That is just typical. So Harpy Lady, obviously that's going to be nice for a Wing Beast fusion for Spirit of the Books with BooKoo. And yeah, Harpy's Feather Duster, basically Raigeki, but for spell cards. So it's not super powerful. It might actually be a nice reincarnation card, so that is something that we can look at in the future. So I'm going to include Harpy Lady in the deck. A lot of these light spellcasters aren't really helping us right now. We can get rid of some of these junk spell cards, but they are nice for scouting, I guess. So we can get rid of Hurricane. I think it's absolutely useless. I mean, it can get rid of spells, so it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. That spellbinds nicely. Aldine is a female. I mean, maybe White Magical Hat. He's not great. So yeah, so let's drop White Magical Hat and bring in Harpy Lady. And then we may as well use Harpy's Feather Duster. So maybe we get rid of something like Muya and Curry and bring Harpy's Feather Duster in. Maybe it'll help us, who knows. Generally something like Royal Decree is way better because that's just going to stop traps from coming into effect. But worst comes to worst, we reincarnate the Harpy's Feather Duster and get some really cool stuff out of it. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. I'm actually toying with the idea of doing another battle with Mai off camera, getting a few more winged beasts in our deck, and that will then bring us to a reincarnation as well. And then hopefully we can get Spirit of the Books. So I think that this is going to do it for today's episode. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I think I'm going to do another duel against Mai. Hopefully so I'm going to do that off camera. Hopefully that results in a victory. I don't want to do too much off camera so that you guys don't miss out on too much, but the grinding is a bit boring, I guess. So maybe I'll duel against Mai, get another couple of wing beasts, hopefully, and then do a reincarnation and hopefully get a Spirit of the Book. So I'm hoping to see you here next time, guys, with a Spirit of the Book sitting in our deck, and hopefully a few options to create that as well, because I think that's really going to push this deck over the edge and it's going to start to really make BooKoo shine. So I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see you guys here in the next episode. Thank you so much for all the support. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe yet. I would really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, guys, bye for now.